Hey guys, it's Mike. I'm going to show you today how to plan an entire day in MyFitnessPal. I think this is one of the biggest or most common questions we get, and I want to show you exactly how I would do it if I were you. So here we go. I have for the day 1440 calories, 40 grams of fat, 160 carbs, 110 protein. So a lot of people see those numbers from their coach and they say, well, what the heck do I do with that? So I'm going to show you exactly how to build your day. And this is the way you want to eat. I'll show you how to do that. So I'm going to go to my diary and I'm going to create breakfast first. What I like to do is think of all the meals you want to eat in the day. Think of your breakfast, your lunch, your dinner, and your snacks if you like snacks, and plug them all in first. Everything should be plugged in before you eat it. This is essentially your rough draft for the day. So for breakfast, I like egg whites. I like to save my fats a little bit, and I know egg yolks are going to eat those fats up pretty quickly. So for my breakfast, I'm going to have 6 egg whites, 30 grams of protein. I'm going to add that. I'm also going to add a little bit of fat-free cheese. I have that in my screen already. I'm going to do 1 serving of that, which is 28 grams. 28 grams is also an ounce. So fat-free mozzarella, it's pretty good. High protein, low fat, low carb, or no fat, I should say. And I'm going to have some strawberries. I really like strawberries. So let's do that. I'm going to find the Stronger You entry of strawberries. We have a lot of Stronger You entries, so if you're ever curious what food to choose, try that one first because it is verified by us. Oops, sorry, guys. All right, got Stronger You strawberries. We're going to do, that one's defaulting to grams. I'll just use that. I'm going to go for 220 grams. So enter 220. So 16 grams of carbs, 1.5 protein, pretty much 0 fat. So we're using those macros up as we go here. Now my breakfast is planned. That's exactly what I want to eat. And I have no idea what the numbers are yet because that's going to be an afterthought after I enter every single meal. And I'll show you why I do that. Because the key is we want to eat what we want and we're going to try to work around that the best we can. So the next thing is lunch. I'm going to have a nice big chicken breast for lunch. So if you search Stronger You Chicken, you can also find that. I do my chicken cooked because I make a bunch of it at once. So we created a cooked version. So for this, I'm going to do 6 ounces of cooked chicken breast. It's a very large chicken breast, a ton of protein, a little bit of fat, 0 carbs. And that's going to be my main protein for my lunch. With that lunch, I also want a sweet potato. So I'm going to look up Stronger You sweet potato for accuracy purposes. I can't type. Stronger You sweet. There we go. 100 grams. You could do grams or ounces. Let's do ounces on this one. Doesn't matter if you're not consistent with how you choose to weigh your food. Just always make sure the weight is accurate no matter how you're doing it. Number of servings. I'm going 5 ounces of sweet potato. So we got 28 carbs, almost 0 fat, 2 protein. And I like butter, so I'm going to put Kerrygold butter on this thing. And this one has a green check mark. It should be accurate, but labels are forever changing. So always verify what's in MyFitnessPal matches what's on the label of the food. So for this, 1.5 tablespoons, we'll leave that. Add that. And I'll have some vegetables. I'm going to go with Stronger You broccoli. And we'll do 2 ounces of that. Always good to get your veggies in. So that's my lunch. I have my breakfast. Now it's time for dinner. What do I want for dinner? Let's see here. Let's say I want some steak, rice, and an apple as a little snack. So let's plan that. I'm going to look up filet mignon. We have a Wegmans one. Let's see if this is accurate. Filet is a pretty lean meat. This may be accurate. What you want to do is cross-reference with Google. Just check a few sources, make sure your meat entry is correct, and we will have those stronger you entries in there very soon. So I'm going to have a big steak, let's say 7 ounces. So protein, fat, 0 carbs in the meat. Add that. I like rice, so I'm going to do some rice. I do cooked rice, so I know I can make a big batch and then just scoop it out. You can do cups, you can do ounces. Just rule of thumb, 6 ounces of rice is a cup. So if you choose a cup, you know you have 6 ounces, and you could just measure it or weigh it out. So I'm going to do 1 cup. And this is a rule of thumb too with rice. Almost every single rice cooked is 40 to 45 grams of carbs. So if you're searching through the app and you see cooked rice and it doesn't have 40 to 45 carbs, it's probably a wrong entry. So just be careful. So do that for dinner. Oops, sorry about that. We're going to have an apple. Do stronger you apple. And this doesn't specify which apple it is. They're all very similar, so don't worry. You can just choose apple if you have Granny Smith or Macintosh or whatever. So 100 grams. We'll say the apples. We're having 200 grams of apple. How about that? Maybe they're sliced up. Okay, so I got my numbers there. I have my my breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I'm going to throw a snack in here because I like protein bars in the middle of the day and they keep me nice and satisfied. So I'm going to look up a Quest bar. Quest bars are pretty good. Lots of fiber in there. So we'll go to the s'mores one. And I know this is accurate because I checked the label with MyFitnessPal. So I'm just going to load that thing in there. Okay, now my entire day is planned. I have my breakfast that I want, the lunch that I want, the dinner, and the snacks that I want. But I can't have them if I spent too much macro money. So I'm going to go to my diary, I'm going to go down to my nutrition to check my macros to see where I am. So I have 160 grams of carbs to eat for the day. So I need 15. I'm way over on protein, so I need to reduce that. And my fat, wow, lucky guess, that's 40. So I'm perfect on fat. So now I have to adjust my protein and my carbs, but not my fat. So how do we do that? So I'm going to go back into the diary, and I know I have to reduce my protein. So let's do that first. First stop, let's go to egg whites. Let's change that to 4 servings. Let's go to lunch and change this to 4.5 servings. Now, filet mignon, I wanted a big steak, but I can't have it because it gives me way too much protein. So I'm going to change that to 4 also. So now we can check my protein again. So my protein is, I'm still a little high for the day. So I need to reduce 22 grams. So that can be a good opportunity here can be to get rid of the Quest bar. I like the Quest bar, but it's messing up my numbers. So I can reduce that, or I can get rid of chicken. I can get rid of some egg whites or steak. So 4.5 ounces of cooked chicken is still a lot for most people. So let's go 3 ounces cooked. So I do that. Now I'm at 119. So I need to reduce 9 grams. The easiest place to do that, egg whites, pure protein. Any adjustment to that is going to just be on the protein. So I may be pretty close right now. 114. That's extremely close. I would probably adjust maybe just a little bit. So if you do I don't know, 5 here. 2.5 servings. So we got 2.5 servings. So we're within 2 grams. I accept that. I would consider that perfection. Your goal is 110, you're at 112. That's totally fine. So now the next thing I'm going to adjust is the carbs. Super easy. What you want to do is you want to find the dominant macro food and add more of that. So I know sweet potato is almost all carb, so I'm going to try to throw that up there. So let's try 6 ounces of that. So we'll bump that. And I want a little bit more strawberries for breakfast. So I'm going to make this 240. Now this is all trial and error at first. You'll get really good at it as you go. Oop. So we're going to keep going here. Carbs are 153. Our goal is 160. Need a few more grams. Let's go more strawberries. So we need a few more. Let's try that. Now this can be a little cumbersome at first, guys, but you'll realize the value in practicing this over time. I can plan my entire day in just a few minutes now. So 265. Let's try that. All right, so we're 5 off. We're right there, guys. Just a little bit. We just need 5 grams. Let's try that. Oh, didn't save. Sorry about that. So 280. And there's a lot of strawberries here. Hopefully it's strawberry season in there on sale. All right, we're within 4 there. We can keep that for now. I'll show you. All right, so now we are still off on fat. Those adjustments to the protein reduce the fat amount, so we need 6 grams of fat. So the idea here is we just want to, since this is the last macro we're trying to hit, we want to hit just 6 grams of fat without affecting the carbs or protein. So how do we do that? We look for the source that's only fat. Here we have filet that has fat, we have chicken that has fat, and that's pretty much it other than butter. Butter's my choice. I'm going to just add a little bit of that. Now you can do, so with this one, maybe we do 1.75 tablespoons to see if that's perfect. 37, we could even do a little more than that. We roll with 2. We'll try 2. So we're within 1. Okay. So here's what I want to show you guys, and a good example of why you don't have to obsess about perfection. Our goals are 110, 160, and 40. Our planned day, exactly how we want to eat it, is 113, 156, and 39. In my opinion, that's perfect. You can wrap it up. So that's how I plan a day, how I want to eat. Now, there are adjustments that are going to be made, and we'll do a video on that later. But this is just a quick video, not really quick actually, but a video on how you can plan your entire day, how you want to eat. There's a million different options to choose from. Any protein source, any carb source, any fat source can work as long as they hit your numbers. So as long as you're doing that, week after week, you're going to have great results. So thanks, guys.